Can't be close to the table without also freaking running over the tripod legs.
All right, mics are live.
Testing
Hello
1, 2,
there.
3, coming for you.
Just get really close and just really quietly just ASMR for the beginning of the
Got a knife. Hey, your mom.
Do I even have a melee weapon?
Of course.
No, I don't have a melee.
Okay,
Your mom 89.
so how is everybody this morning?
Doing well.
Depressed.
I'm pretty
Tired.
Yes.
I woke up at 5:30 for this. Just because you wanted
I mean-
to leave early.
You didn't have to wake up at 5:30. That was you. That had nothing to do with me.
If I woke up when you wanted to leave, I would have just gone back to bed. The only way to guarantee that I was still up by then was to wake up too early.
Okay, so we're gonna work our way around the table. I am your humble and really, we'll see how this goes, Dungeon Master, because it's been a while.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be amazing.
So, Feyutsky, I've been playing God since I was little, and before there were, there were manuals, but where I lived you couldn't get the manuals, so we kind of homebrewed everything. So 2nd, 3rd, 3.5, 4, 5th. Haven't played any Forgotten Realms though. So, all right, going around our table, we have.
I'm Birds. Baga.
And who are you playing?
I am playing Galid Trizel, a tiefling monk.
Ah. Next.
I'm Sal, playing a wood elf rogue.
Speak up! Project! Yes, you are playing an elf rogue. A wood elf rogue. Okay?
I'm playing a wood elf rogue.
There we go.
I'm quiet, I'm sorry.
I know, this is a new experience for, well, you're a new player, having not played very much at all.
I haven't played since me, my friend, and my brother went to the beach.
Okay.
Because we played on the way there.
That's
All right, next.
All right, I'm Alec. My friends call me Lee. Gamertag Skelly, and I'm playing as Ragnar, a human barbarian.
I am Starlight. I'm playing Rosie the Fairy Warlock.
And lastly, but not leastly,
I'm Belle Fisher, and I am playing Lyn Forte, which is a half-elf haunted one background. And I am a fighter character.
all right. So,
Like I'm a damn podcast.
yes, welcome to our podcast.
Welcome.
Today we are talking D&D.
Gonna be a little
Playing
weird, 'cause
D&D.
I can't remember either of your guys' character names because you're over there. I can't read it.
So, I'll try and address character names as we go, just to kind of help you guys get used to who's
Maybe,
playing
like,
what.
Make a name
Write
tag.
this
Yeah.
down.
It
See,
could-
that's why I just went with Sal, because it's
That
easy
could
for
work.
me to remember. I have a goldfish brain.
I'm just gonna write it down. Just
Yes.
at the top of this page.
Smart.
Eventually, we'll go around and like put everybody's name around the table so people can see it.
It'd be nice
But-
to put it up there as just
Okay,
like a
so
little
Galid
bar.
Trizel, yours is
Just Sal.
Just Sal. Okay. Alex is Ragnar.
Yeah.
Here's how to
Very
spell it.
simple. Mine's Lyn Forte.
Galid.
Hers is
Galid.
Rosie.
Yeah,
Yep.
Galid.
Galid.
Trizel.
Okay, so as we set our scene, we have Galid, Lyn, Ragnar, and Sal. You are all standing in line together at a ticket booth.
I just imagine we're just doing a conga line.
Yeah. Just about.
That would be funny.
Okay, so I know I did this yesterday for y'all when I revealed the map. So I would like to read this again for our viewers, even though I don't think there's any viewers at the moment, but we'll get in the habit.
See?
I also need to hear this though.
Okay, and Rosie has not heard this yet. So, yeah, I wonder if I could mute the music for a moment.
Accidentally disconnected my mic.
Oh, well, that's okay.
You don't have to touch the ding thing, just, sidle up to it. Okay, so,
See, I have to go
we'll
like
mute our
this.
music for a moment.
Around a lot. I need to adjust
Boom.
it.
I imagine this is picking up the noise as I roll around. Okay, so, the traveling... All right, more
Already off to a
caffeine, hold
great
on.
Start.
It's a good thing we don't have
Welcome to my
viewers
TED Talk.
Gotta get those slurp noises.
Gotta get the slurping noises. Gamer,
Some
yeah,
more
Rockstar,
time.
Gamer Fuel.
yet.
Sponsored.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yes. Not
Gotta
sponsored in
get that
fact. Non-spawn.
ASMR feels out of the way so we don't deal with it later.
Okay, the traveling extravaganza known as the Witchlight Carnival visits your world once every 8 years. You have a dim memory of sneaking into the carnival as a child without paying for a ticket. That memory has grown foggy over time, though it still conjures a weird mixture of emotions, wonder and awe mixed with loss and regret. During this childhood visit, your character lost something. You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. Silly little screeching crickets. You forgot to buy a ticket. The carnival goes round and round, said Mr. Light. The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has its cost. As time passed, your heart became less heavy, and you gave less and less thought to those childhood events. And now, for reasons you can't explain, the longing to retrieve that which you have lost has resurfaced, as though an old spell has faded away, allowing you to feel the loss as sharply as it happened yesterday. The Witchlight Carnival has returned, and you find yourself standing near a ticket booth by the entrance at twilight, just as the carnival is about to open. There you meet others who look as troubled as you, and without knowing how or why, you sense that each of them has lost something as well, and perhaps fate has brought you together. Thus begins our adventure.
I really hope none of them heard my my sushi.
All right. So, you each approach our ticket booth.
I'm already turning the map apart.
Okay.
There we go.
So, as you approach the ticket booth, you see a silver statue of dancing fairy that is mounted to its roof, surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out to you, "Greetings, fairgoers."
Do we say hi back?
Yes, you can say hi back.
Hello.
Hello, hello, weary traveler.
I nod at the goblin.
In
He
a very
nods in
intimidating way. Intimidating was
I guess
successful.
it takes a bit to get
Give the
into
goblin
the
a
feel
little
of
wink,
it.
you know. You just,
The goblin is confused as the human barbarian winks at it, but thinks maybe he saw something wrong and brings the spyglass back up. No, just a normal human barbarian. Anybody else would like to interact with our lovely goblin?
Oh, hello.
The goblin raises a horn to its ear and, yeah?
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
My character slightly... I don't know what this thing is, but it's just...
Just a little finger
yeah.
wave.
The goblin kind of waves back and... Well, I was expecting 4 of you, so yes, there are 4. Even our quiet little friend here. The goblin reaches below its perch and produces an iron-strapped box with his initials on it, emblazoned with NM. He reaches into the box and produces 4 tickets and 4 sets of paper butterfly wings, 1 for each of you.
There's 5 of us.
So,
Oh, yeah.
as our grizzled goblin reaches and hands each of you a ticket and a pair of butterfly wings, and announces that, as I have said, we are expecting you, and a benefactor within the fair has paid for your first ticket. Should you use all of the 8 punches on your ticket, you may come back and purchase more. But you must wear your butterfly wings at all times. If you are caught without them, you must produce your ticket. If you are without your ticket, we will see each other again, whether you like it or not.
I like this goblin.
So, please, take you and have fun.
If I learned anything from Skyrim, I should eat those butterfly wings. Restore
We're
stamina.
gaining
Wheels
knowledge.
of cheese in 2 seconds.
So
That
Nicholas,
is how
having
you
done
heal.
his job, turns around and kind of shoos you off and looks to the next fairgoers. So, welcome! Would you like to buy a ticket? And thus your entry is granted. So, as you enter, the sounds of a calliope greet your ears that is whimsically playing along. And you see many, many things. Fairies and gnomes, elves and ents, humans and others wandering about the camp. Some wearing wings, some looking, much as you would expect for carnival and fair workers.
They're all hookers.
On the side.
We're already off to a PG-13 start.
Maybe not even that. Who knows?
What would you like to do first? There are many things to do, but beware. We only have 8 hours, for this fair only appears from dusk to dawn.
I want to ride the carousel.
Ragnar wishes to find the clowns.
Okay.
And murder them or join them?
Ragnar will never tell.
I think he's gonna join them as a mime. Because obviously he can't speak. He's a barbarian.
So, as you are entering the carnival, please talk amongst yourselves or wander as you feel. Our fair Rosie, as you are sitting in your pixie kingdom, a Kenku wanders up to you. This Kenku seems somehow familiar, but you can't quite place it. The Kenku looks at you and goes, I know what you are,
What am I?
and I know who your patron is, for they are mine as well. But something is off, and I think you have felt it too. Now, I need your help, because Mr. Light and Mr. Witch will not let me through. But I must make it. Will you help me?
You raise an intriguing proposal, but I don't quite know where you intend to go. Are you intending to go find our patron? Or are you just intending to leave the carnival?
The Kenku tilts its head to the side, looks at you, kind of shakes its head, and disappears. And before you stands a little girl with a lollipop who runs away.
He's always a weird one.
Come play with us, Danny.
Yeah. So, where would you like to go? I heard something about some clowns.
Yes, I wish to see the clowns.
You wish to see the clowns.
Wouldn't they be in the big top?
I
It
would.
appears we have our first viewer.
So, you want to head towards the big top, Alec?
Yeah, I'm going to the big top.
All right, Ragnar. The roof of this tent reaches towards the night sky in 3 swooping peaks topped by spinning gold stars. Painted wooden panels on the tent walls whirl with colorful motion, displaying vibrant circus performances. The sounds of music and laughter drift out through the canvas doors. As you walk in, you see a tiny firefly circus managed by an ogre dressed like a genie. Sadly, the clowns are not on stage at this time. Okay. Lyn, you said something about
I'm actually going to go to the lost property. That
lost
intrigues
property.
me.
So, Lyn, as you walk up, outside the lost property wagon is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses with 2 young boys. And one boy squeals, "Again, Durla, again!" while the other hangs onto the creature's neck.
I approach the scene.
So, you walk up, and Durla kind of looks at you, wondering what you would like. And kind of quizzically looks at you, like maybe they've seen you before.
I ask what is currently going on here.
Durla replies back that, some things go missing from the Witchlight Carnival and never come back. But before it can say more, Vero, the older of the two boys, picks up a mirrored ball from the lost property wagon. And in a rare moment of anger, Durla snatches the ball back with a snarl and a flick of its tentacle, causing the young boy to dash away in fright.
I honestly have no clue what's going on.
You just
So-
told you.
Unable to leave the younger of the two, Durla pleads with you to go after him. Please, bring him back.
I go after the thief, I
A
should
young
say.
boy.
The older of our two boys. Vero. Okay. Roll perception, please.
It's the 20-sided die,
Yes.
right? 19.
19.
Nice.
So, you quickly run after the young man and find him nearby at a candy stall. So, what do you do to cajole our young man?
I go inside the candy store to find him.
Okay. You find him quickly. And he looks at you, some tears in his eyes. He says, I didn't mean to do anything. He normally doesn't care. And snuggles up against you.
That took a turn.
Doesn't this kid know stranger danger?
It's a fair.
It's a carnival.
It's a carnival.
Abduct the child.
So,
It's a carnival. It's not like you're gonna abduct the child. Ticket guy saw who you
Do
came
it.
in with.
Turn to the dark side.
I will eat the child.
Eat the child. Eat it. Eat the child.
so, what did you do with this young man who's now hanging onto your leg like a leech?
Eat him out the window.
He trusts you. You have him.
Also,
no,
you should
that's not my
remember to
answer.
apply bonuses.
He just wanted to ponder the orb.
Ponder.
Omen the
Omen the
pirate.
pirate.
Omen the pirate.
Hey, Omen.
Welcome, Omen. Must be checking in from work.
Nice.
Wonder if he's on lunch break or he's just
Bored
watching
out of
while
his
he's
mind.
Bored out of his mind.
Is it
All right,
best?
Lynn.
I would ask him why he stole the thing in the first place.
I didn't want to steal it. I just wanted to play with it. It's cool, and when you look into it, you see more than just you. She normally doesn't care if I play with it, though.
I kneel down on one knee and talk to the person slightly and say, give it back.
She already took it.
She took it from me already. Didn't you see? Before she smacked my bottom with that tentacle. It hurt.
That's sexual.
Evil.
All right. I think I'm ready to go back now.
Let's go.
And then I
Can you take
proceed
me
to lead
back?
him back to the area of which he began, I guess. I
Wait,
don't know.
why were they in the lost property area? Did someone lose a child? Did someone lose both of their kids? Did
Whose
they get
child
like
is this?
lost in the
So,
Hall of Illusions?
Lynn and
never to
Vero.
return?
Lyn and Vero slowly make their way back to the lost property wagon. Dear Lagan is grateful and reveals that many years ago its own cub vanished from the carnival without a trace. The cub's name was Star, and all she has to remember Star by is its favorite toy, the small mirrored ball that Vero had grabbed.
Poor baby.
She hugs him close and gently and purrs in his ear. And he hugs her back, and you know that all is well.
They just both turn into cats.
So,
Never expected one of them to run a lost property wagon.
so apparently they lose not just stuff but people and and other creatures here.
Wow. People go poof, atoms go poof. Next thing you know, entire countries are gonna go poof.
Backrooms.
The back.
Back rooms.
Even in this generation,
Funny
there's still
meme.
an office room.
Rude!
Yes, Omen the pirate.
Lewd.
As you stand there wondering what to do next, a satyr with red and white striped horns playing pipes leads a procession of dancing rodents past.
I stare. I stare in confusion.
As I think anybody would. Okay.
Why don't I know about this? I want to go with them.
If this was one of my other
True,
characters,
I would
I'd eat
suggest
one
that.
of the
I want
rats.
to see where they're going.
Don't you dare.
Okay.
Those rats are my friends.
I know.
They're
I also
small,
love
like me.
I also love rats, but like
As you're standing there,
Food.
you see a young girl with a lollipop joyfully dancing along behind the rats in their conga line.
I just imagine her just like walking and like skipping and like twirling around and then
Yeah,
dropping the lollipop.
getting witted with the rats.
I
And
doubt they would drop the lollipop. Maybe
Rat, rat burger.
rat burger.
so,
That's the right idea.
and
We're not
as you
on
s-
the station, Omen. We can't make rat
It's
burgers.
gonna be great.
As you watch the young girl and the rats parade by, you notice something odd about her shadow, but you can't quite put your finger on why.
Rat burger.
Galid, what would you like to do to start?
Me?
Yes.
I want to go to the Hall of Illusions.
It's a Hall of Illusions. Okay, let me get there real quick. Nope.
The chat is like just outside my ability to
Sorry.
read. It's like if it were a foot closer, I would read it.
Where did
but
it
no.
go?
It's
Sorry,
on
this
the
is like way down here apparently.
I can just
So-
do that.
As I'm looking and as you wander towards the Hall of Illusions, the calliope music picks up a note. And Belle, if you could change that little thing right in front of you, one to the right, please.
They can do that. That's cool.
So, the Hall of Illusions. As you approach, you see a wooden mannequin of a grinning, raven-haired young woman in witch's attire, and a green flowing cape hovering inside of a glass cabinet. At the top of the cabinet, it reads, "Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter."
her
There it is now.
self-esteem
As you
is
stand
down.
there, you notice a young halfling couple holding hands and walking towards it.
It's Frodo and Sam.
One of the halflings is wearing butterfly face paint. And as he drops to one knee, he pulls out a small box from his pocket.
He's playing out the One Ring.
His sweetheart bursts into laughter and begins rolling on the ground.
Oh.
Oh, that's
The
tough.
poor halfling in the face paint begins to sob uncontrollably and darts into the nearby tent without pain and getting his ticket punched.
He's not gonna return, is he?
I was
The
he's
illusion shall
Roll
consume him.
intelligence history.
As someone that enjoys something wicked this way comes, I don't think he's coming back. Or not the same.
I still like the fact that they have a
19.
statue of Tosh
So-
at the front.
As you watch the scene before you,
They made one of
the name
best
Tasha
spells
tickles
ever.
the back of your memory, and you recall that it's a name that Igwilv, the Witch Queen and legendary Archmage used from time to time.
I love how that's what I get from
Um,
That one.
So, what would you like to do?
It's a bard spell. I think so. If you use it right.
What's lewd?
Everything.
Everything is
Everything
lewd.
that's happening is lewd.
Don't mind him. He likes to say that a lot. At like everything.
I have absolutely no idea what just happened. So I'm basically just staring at this scenario of, oh, this guy just got left
Maybe he's
out
saying
of a
lewd about
proposal.
the proposal.
And that person shares the same name as a witch or something. And wow, what an interesting thing to come across while I'm trying to get to the Hall of Illusions.
So as you walk closer, you see the nameplate of the witch and the statue clearly, and you remember, that you learned at one point about this witch. You approach the entrance to our Hall of Illusions. It's a large tent painted with murals of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of color. And the helical stripes of the tent's pointed canopy rotates in spirals. The whole display seems designed to befuddle their onlookers. And a clown dressed in muted garb stands at the tent's entrance, blinking at you. And after watching a poor, distraught halfling run into its tent, just kind of shrugs and looks kind of off into the distance.
Yep, sounds about right.
Apparently,
roll-
I found your
about
clown.
the hand holding.
I found your clown.
Roll wisdom, please.
Oh boy.
This is great.
16.
16. You feel a strange aura wash over you as you walk past the glass cabinet.
Unprotected hand holding.
Yes,
Yes.
the unprotected hand holding is the
Lewd.
lewd part.
Yeah.
So, as you walk
Absolutely
past the glass
and
cabinet
utterly
and the poor halfling rolling on the ground still, she comes to her senses and stands up and shakes her head, holding it between her hands. Looks around and wonders where her love has gone.
Oh,
She thought it was
I know
finally the time, and he was finally going to propose after all these years being together.
Interesting
Oh.
reaction.
This is an interesting romance.
Miss, are you all right?
I don't know. I was all right. I was ecstatic, and then something came over me, and I lost control of myself. Have you seen my Reuben? Where did he go?
Reuben. Hey, sorry, I know a Reuben, and I was like, what? Okay. I believe he went into the Hall of Illusions.
Could
My accent keeps changing.
it's the Hall of
inconsistent.
Illusions? It takes control.
Oh,
So-
don't worry.
The young halfling.
It's a Feywild Carnival. Your accent's going to change at least 10 more times over the rest of the session.
I have an excuse to use a
So-
really
Maybe
bad
it'll leave
Scottish
you
accent.
Please,
gone.
traveler, could you please go find my Reuben? My name's Ween. Tell him I'm sorry and that I really do love him.
Ween as in weenie?
Or Ween as in Halloween?
Wait, do you actually say that?
You know,
No, I don't. I don't say that.
No, you got to follow through with that. Like,
I
let's
didn't
see
say
what
it with the
happens.
accent, so it doesn't count.
Valid. Valid.
Okay.
I mean, Omen, there is devilry afoot.
so you approach. So you're going after our young Reuben.
It's the
Okay.
Feywild. What do you
As you
expect?
approach the tent, our clown in his muted garb looks at you and extends his hand.
There's great, but
Hello. Wait, no, that's our poor Candlefoot does not say a word. You can see his lips moving, and he shakes his hand and just points to his.
I pull out the ticket.
And he takes your ticket and, using his dagger, cuts a little notch in one side and hands its back and waves.
I enter to find Reuben. Let's hope he didn't transform or something. I walk in and there's a doll.
Okay. As you enter, tall mirrors line the interior walls of the tent. And the mirrors near the entrance reflect you in your youth, with images of growing steadily older as you proceed inside.
Well, that certainly screws with your brain now, doesn't it?
As you proceed further and further, searching for our young Reuben, eventually you find a mirror where it shows you and children. And roll perception, please.
He's gonna be in the mirror, isn't he?
It's a hall of illusions.
Uh,
Maybe there are many
perception,
different halls.
right?
Yes.
That's an 8.
Oh,
So,
no.
not seeing anything, you continue to proceed inside, following the path prescribed. And you
shall
grow
become
older.
one with the mirror.
And you see you standing next to somebody, just an nondescript figure, but yeah, starting to see a little bit of gray around the edges. Roll again.
Oh no.
Just Grace dies. Because I should say bird dies.
7.
Alas,
think that
still
desi-
no Reuben.
I think that
As you
dice
wander
deserves
further-
to be put in dice jail.
And further inside. Finally, you come to a mirror where you're old and withered, walking with a cane. But the shadow that was next to you is now gone. Roll again.
I'm gonna try a different dice, please. That's 11.
Further and further in you go. Wondering how such a small halfling could have gone so far so quickly. You think you've gone far into our Hall of Illusions, but as you turn around, you can still see the door behind you, like you just walked inside.
Put those ones in dice jail.
Suddenly you find a small fairy next to you that goes, "What are you looking for?" And as she wanders back outside. And you start to wonder, did that actually happen? Or roll 2d20, please. One for perception. So roll your perception, please.
Just comes in off on stage and
19.
And roll insight, please.
No, I'm gonna use this one.
that works.
Insight?
Yes, please.
19 as well.
So, you shake your head for a moment, kind of squint a little bit, and turn around and look, and you see just the barest little hint of a fairy wandering outside. So yes, indeed that did happen. And as you turn back to the mirrors, you see, sticking around the side of the mirror, a small coat. And you hear some weeping.
I head over to the coat.
Dead.
Did you just say he's dead?
So,
No, you're dead.
as you
because
step around the
Reuben's-
side of the mirror, you see our poor young Reuben. And he's speaking with a young girl who's wearing a pig mask.
Oh, I've learned this from Saw.
movie.
So,
Here's Omen does not approve of my
as you walk
shenanigans.
around, the girl in the pig mask looks around quickly and asks him, or do you have any regrets? And that if he did, she knew someone who could help him. He just had to follow her. He looks up and sees you, looks back at her and goes, "No, she'll be ready sometime." Picks up his ring and wanders out of the tent. The young girl looks at you, and while you can't see her face, clearly she is not very pleased that you showed up, and wanders out after it.
Kill the child?
I'll scare you too, child. I don't like kids.
Thank you for turning me handing a player a friggin' D20 into an actual action
Yes.
in a game. That immensely improved this.
Yes.
My question is, was I already there? Did I summon a clone or did I teleport? Just through sheer will.
That's meta. um,
I'm probably gonna leave the tent to
So-
see if, like,
as you walk back outside, you see our young Reuben reunited with his ween.
we.
And you can see she is apologizing profusely and hearing words of, I didn't mean to, I don't know what happened, as they wander off. Once again, Omen, with some lewd hand holding.
Yes.
And you get a feeling that maybe things will be okay for them.
I look at the statue that they were in front of when he was trying to propose. Like, that was your fault, wasn't it? That was you doing that.
It's like you just got pranked, bro.
Well, it is only a wooden statue. You get the impression that maybe just the corner of its mouth turned up just a little bit. But then again, maybe it's just your imagination and this
this
Hall of
place.
Illusions.
This is basically my brain on
On
crack.
speed.
Okay. Sal, what would you like to do for your investigations of our space?
Sal, remember you need to talk to them, Mike.
I don't know.
Sal, as you look around, somewhat lost in the fair once again, you get reminded of feeling very similar when you were much, much smaller. And
Hey, hold on.
are pulled.
I don't know, the big top, I guess.
Having watched our lovely barbarian wander off towards the big top, speaking of clowns, you follow suit. As you walk, you see a satyr and rats and a girl with a lollipop pass by. And the calliope music turns up, and it sounds even more giddy. So go ahead and turn our counter one more to the right, please. So let me get back to our big top. As you walk in, you see the barbarian kind of arms crossed, muttering about, I wanted clowns. As the fireflies and their ogre wander back in between two fair folk through a door, and out steps an elf dressed as a ballerina who proceeds to dance with her costume animating as she dances.
Legolas?
And as she dances, more and more costumes come from a magical wardrobe at the middle of the ring and changes as she makes her way around the big top.
Ooh. I muttered to myself, observing this, saying just under my breath, not the clown I wanted.
Alec is loyal to that clown.
What kind of clowns do you want? Do you want those ones that are like absurdly disproportionate?
I just want to laugh.
Alec's last words.
just
I'm
want-
here for a good time.
Oh
Alright.
God! don't say that when it comes to
I wasn't getting
Oh,
it from the
no.
goblin up front.
No.
Oh God!
So,
I just want to have a good time.
Ragnar and Sal, as you watch the costumes change, you hear some thudding from outside the big top, as if something large is walking by.
It's an elephant, isn't it?
Do you investigate?
Ragnar, me, being ever so intrigued, I am drawn away, bothered that there are no clowns in sight. I instead investigate the sound.
So, Sal, do you go outside as well?
Yeah.
I can just
Okay.
imagine you just stop away.
So, as you wander outside the big top, you see an ent wandering by.
Ent?
An ent,
Damn
a tree
evil
ent.
Giant tree people.
trees.
A 12-foot tall walking tree, garlanded in golden ribbons, marches down the thoroughfare. Emerald clouds swirl above the tree and rain down golden, spinning sycamore seeds. You watch as other fairgoers try to catch the seeds before they hit the ground. And as the seeds gently fall, a chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing dandelions out to selected passers-by.
Thanks, Omen, for your wonderful insight into the nature of clown.
You'll take on your circle, I like it.
Can't pick and choose your clouds.
Ragnar gets what she wants. What she wants is a clown.
So, as it walks forward, it pantomimes and shows, acting like it's trying to catch its own seeds and encourages you to do the same.
Squirrel!
I cautiously approach.
Alec opens his mouth.
As you approach, the squirrel rushes along the limbs of the ent and hands you a dandelion.
Aww.
In full bloom with all its little umbrellaed seeds, waiting and invitingly asking you to make a wish.
A mixture of touched, but also a little fearful.
Wish for your clowns.
I
Ragnar,
I
it's
take
time for
the flower
clowns.
cautiously.
As the squirrel hands you the flower, it wanders off, pulling another from some unseen bundle, and holds it out to the other fairgoers as they pass.
I observe the flower.
This is a nice
Ponder-
flower.
Ponder the flower.
Why is flower?
Why is flower?
Who is Flower?
Cocaine? No.
Where has Flower gone to do its taxes?
Has flower done its
Sal?
taxes?
Are you going to take your dandelion seed?
Crime flower. It doesn't pay taxes.
Yes.
So, Red, seeing you kind of hiding behind our towering barbarian, skitters onto the ground, looks up at you and offers you a dandelion seed, and encourages you to make a wish, and then blow on the seed.
Squirrel, eat it.
Eat it.
Omen,
Okay.
what is with you in eating rodents today?
Oh, he's probably talking about the flower. Like eating
mean,
just
No,
the
no,
flower.
no. Eat the flower and
No,
the
he
squirrel.
said
Flower makes a good
something
garnish.
about a rat burger earlier. I think
Exactly.
he referred
Eat the
Oh,
flower.
the flower. Yeah.
It's eat the
The
flower.
flower.
Okay, eat the
So,
flower.
Ragnar, do you eat the flower or do you make a wish?
Tempting. I make a wish. I wish for clowns.
Ragnar wishes for clowns.
That's loyalty
I
right there.
cast wish. I want clowns.
I know what I want, and it is clowns.
You know what you want, and you will get it.
But wait, what kind of clowns? Scary clowns? Sad clowns?
I will
want-
take any
Do you
clown.
want murder clowns?
I
Okay.
I specifically did not specify.
So, Ragnar, as you wish for your clowns, you purse your lips, and you blow as the seeds disperse from your hands. You feel calm and happy and easily amused.
I think you are the clown now.
You are now easily amused until the carnival ends.
I'll take that.
So
I'm happy with that.
any aggression that you would normally have, rage.
You wished for
Next.
clowns and lost your ability to rage.
I can work with that.
How'd you manage that?
Sal,
I will.
What
laugh
is
as I
your
murder
wish?
People. This has become a Joker build.
and yes, Ragnar, if you would like to eat what's left of this flower, you're more than welcome.
I eat what's left of the flower.
Yes. The
Nothing
negative
happens.
in barbarian will
You
eat
get a
the
little bit
flower.
stuck in your teeth.
I find it funny and laugh.
My
Herbs
wish
and
is that
spices. How delicious.
He got flower poisoning.
Sal has wished that you get poisoning from eating the flower stem.
I laugh. I am easily amused.
Ragnar laughs at the idea of being poisoned. And sadly is not. But
Oh, Constitution too strong.
you, Sal, are granted an extra D8 on one of your ability checks
This body's
Right.
between now and the dawn. So,
An extra D8, what does that do? You add it to your
yep.
check?
So if you come up to an ability check
Why
while
am
we
I
are
so
still at the
lucky?
carnival, you can add a die at your discretion. So you can roll first and then add it, or you can, kind of give yourself that extra advantage to start. I will allow it to be rolled post
Oh,
D20.
Oh, the camera has like a good second and a half
This one,
delay.
yeah.
Yeah, we're just fooling
Okay.
around at this point.
So,
Like, if I put
you've
my
made
hand
your
here,
wishes.
It takes a second before it shows up, before it goes away. I
Okay.
think that's just on our end.
So,
cream
The
pie.
giant enemy spider has entered the clouds.
Or more like the thing from Adam Sandler.
No, that sounds
Lyn,
fun.
as you are standing there, you see the Ent walk by as well. And our lovely little squirrel friend.
And I look to find Pippin and Mary on there, but no avail.
Yep. Sadly, they have departed with their displacer beast friend.
Displacer beast.
Yeah. Why is a displacer beast running?
Actually,
lost and
roll
found?
roll nature, I
That is
guess,
kinda
for me.
For
counterintuitive.
D20.
D20. Yep.
Maybe that's why it is
16.
displacer
So
beast
you actually
is-
know it's a displacer beast.
Okay.
I think the displacer beast is running the lost and found because it can teleport all over the place
Okay.
or something and just
So
grab
you're
things with tentacles, go back.
the
Put it-
tree ant looks at you and encourages you to
Good business.
look for it. Try and catch one of its
Especially
seeds
if you
before
try
it
to
touches the
it's
ground.
back.
And our lovely squirrel offers you a dandelion.
I hesitantly accept.
So the squirrel hands you a dandelion and runs off.
Me, confused and baffled, accepts it.
The tree ant looks at you and takes its fingers and puts it to its lips and blows.
Now I got COVID.
So, make a wish. And yes, I have to know what it is.
I don't really know what to wish for the character. To have my wolf companion have an immortal life, I guess?
Okay. You want your wolfie to be immortal.
Dog.
Okay.
Very good.
Live forever as the goodest boy.
As you make your wish,
Wait, you have a familiar?
Yeah, my handicapped dog. He's got
Or
four legs.
handicapped.
So it's a
Wolfie.
familiar in title only. It doesn't actually like help in combat or whatever.
Kind of, I guess. I don't know.
So
Emotional
as you make your
support
wish and think lovingly of your canid companion, You blow the dandelion seeds, and the flower turns to a single gold piece in your hand.
I eat the gold piece. I don't know.
Why do you guys keep eating things? I expect it of
Roll
the
strength.
negative intelligence
Fire
barbarian,
dog, the vaccine.
not the
18.
fighter. Unless you also have
So,
negative intelligence.
As
No,
you
don't.
place the gold piece in your mouth and try and take a bite, it gives slightly, but you cannot bite
Tasted
through
pretty
it.
good, and
So in
you're
fact,
also
it is an actual gold piece. Please add it to your,
Oh, so
which you can now add to your coin purse.
you tried to eat it
It's
because
gold,
it
right?
was
Yes.
like you thought it was a chocolate coin.
Just to check if it's real, not just because it is a carnival. So
True. Why
Galid,
would they just give you gold coins? It's
Yeah.
probably
as you
chocolate.
watch your halflings depart, you too see art, and as it parades down the main thoroughfare and walks
Just
past.
like in this bottom area, you just
It encourages you too to chase after its seeds, and our poor little squirrel runs up and hands you a dandelion.
I take it.
So make a wish.
can just make like a little side tally. of
I wish for mushrooms.
that's all written in.
You have wished
Wait,
for
which one
mushrooms.
is-
Not the drug kind, just
Just
mushrooms.
mushroom.
Maybe
'Kay.
like one of those shroom creatures. Just
So
a
that's
mushroom.
That's one of the half a gold.
Hand it
As you-
over.
As you purse your lips and blow on the seeds of the dandelion,
I have no idea.
you
how this
begin
works.
to
I
giggle
typed in my
and laugh, and you as well are now easily amused. And everywhere you look, you see just a tiny little mushroom hiding in the shadows.
Yes.
So, yes. And as you stare at the poor little mushroom, it jumps up and sprouts legs and runs away.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Roll insight.
Insight. Dirty 20.
You look back over your shoulder at our drab clown that cannot speak. I kind of like shrug, and he makes this little walking motion with his hands and gives you a thumbs up. So yes, that actually did happen.
I follow it.
And off you run after
So
a mushroom that may or not be a mushroom. And thus ends the first hour of our time in the carnival. So please move our little dragon lean to the next spot. And it's also 5 till 11, which means it is time for our campaign to end for the day.
Ooh, it's
Ooh.
been fun.
Okay,
Okay.
so I guess, well, we've kind of got a picture of where everybody's at. Rosie,
yes.
what would you like to do to end our session? Or would you like to do anything?
Just burn the fair.
Burn
It's the whole
I
place on
can't
fire.
burn anything unless someone attacks me first. I mean, I'm probably just gonna keep doing my job because there's no reason for me to
Okay.
to stop doing so.
So-
'cause, like,